Welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea Room. It's your girl, Lady J, back bringing you the latest female rap tea and urban news. But before I get into this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, comment down below, share, and since you're here, subscribe to my channel. So the first topic I want to get into is Joe Budden and his co-host shading MeganTheeStallion's album Traumazine. So Joe Budden said it was weird for Megan to drop her album the way she did, and one of the other hosts said that her feature with Future didn't do nothing, and Future is a big artist, and that song didn't do anything means that her music ain't really hitting like that. Okay, so this is what was said.
This new project, though, that's odd for this to drop this way and her drop this way.
Well, look,
it looks odd. Now, I understand that there are contract disputes.
And legal issues.
I understand that all of those things are at play. So I don't know if this, I'm going to listen. I am going to listen to this to see if this sounds, that Lotto shit that I heard sounds like a new song.
But check it out.
This ain't like somebody just putting old songs on a project to get out of a contract.
This is a brand new. Bro, they put, the single was the record featuring Future. Future is, to quote you, hot as fish grease.
Yeah.
Even now. His album is by many considered in the
Conversation.
best album, in the conversation.
Conversation.
Like, Future's on all, like, he's him.
He's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that ain't do nothing. At some point, we just have to call it what it is. The music ain't hitting.
So let me know what you think about that. Now, my thing is this. I don't understand why these niggas in this industry stay coming for Megan Thee Stallion. Like, somebody tell me what is going on. Is there something I don't really know? Like, Megan is, without a doubt, talented. But like I said before, that song with Future was trash. I ain't gonna lie. And she needs a refund expeditiously since she paid him $250K for that trash. In her most recent music, hasn't really been her best, but everything isn't trash, okay? I will say that, because Megan can put out some freestyles and they be fire, okay? And a lot of these female rap girls can't do that. I will say this, when it comes to Megan, like I said, her freestyles are fire, and some of her songs that be on her projects be fire, but she chooses the wrong songs to put out as singles. Like, her team got to do better. I would have never chosen Pressurelicious as a single, and honestly, I wouldn't even have chosen Sweet as Pie as a single either. But if she wanted her lead single to be a pop record, she should have released her first. But you know, I understand having Dua Lipa on the record probably helped push it up the way it did, but I would have chosen personally, if I was her, I would have chosen Not Nice as a single over Pressurelicious, and she should have also named the album Not Nice. That would have been a lot better than Traumazine, because like I said before, the name Traumazine really doesn't align with the content of the album for me. And I understand what Joe was saying when he said, you know, the album was released, and it was a bit odd the way it was released. We have to understand though that this is allegedly Megan's last album to be released from her 1501 contract, and she already has issues with 1501, so of course the release was going to be compromised. For one, she dropped this album unknowingly. She just announced the album will be released the same day that it came out. Like, it was basically a surprise drop, and it's pretty odd that an artist as fresh in the game as Megan would do a surprise drop like she's Beyonce or somebody. So she should have promoted the album a little bit longer instead of teasing and being secretive about working on it and releasing it. So it does come off a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. At the same time though, I think Megan has had enough of the men coming for her constantly, because it's usually black men coming for Megan. Let's keep it a buck. And I think it's kind of played out. I think it's lame, and it doesn't even sound like they listen to the album. So it's like, if you're gonna be critical, at least check out her project first before talking your shit. So I do see where it can get frustrating for Megan, but you let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, moving on to the next topic, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, Lil' Kim was posted up on IG, linked up literally with another woman, which fans were speculating was Megan Thee Stallion, and Megan seemingly confirmed this when she reposted Kim's post to her IG story. So a lot of fans are now speculating that they have a collaboration on the way, and they're even saying it could possibly be a remix to Plan B or Her. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, I don't know how Kim would personally sound on Her if she was to do a remix for it. Like, you know, Her is more like a pop house type of record, and I really can't hear Kim on that. But I mean, I don't know, it could be fire, you never know. Now, I can definitely hear Kim on Plan B. I can hear her on that record, because you know, Plan B was like a Biggie sounding record, and Kim is really good with Biggie sound since he allegedly wrote for her. So that would be a good look for Kim, and maybe it could help push her, or push the record up. But I ain't gonna lie, that could be a stretch, because we all know Kim ain't really popping like that when it comes to her music, because if she was, y'all wouldn't have let her album 9 tank back when she released it in 2019. I just hope it's an actual collaboration though, because these rap girls claim to love Kim so much but have yet to get in the studio and release a song with her. Knowing Kim could use all the help she can get, like, no shade, for real. I ain't even trying to be funny, because her album 9 sold like 9 copies, like, no shade. Okay, now, but seriously, it sold like, what, 1K in pure sales first week? That's horrible. Okay, so these girls need to give Kim a feature, since they use her to spite Nicki Minaj so much. Let's keep it a buck, because they have yet to collab with her, but they have collabed with Nicki Minaj. So let me know your thoughts on that and how you feel about Megan and Kim possibly collaborating. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Doja Cat clapping back at people coming for her looks, because, you know, girl done flew the cuckoo's nest and shaved off her hair and her eyebrows and drew her eyebrows on. So Doja Cat said this on Twitter: I won a Grammy and traveled the effing globe. I've had a #1 and I went platinum. I make hit after hit after hit, and you all want me to look effable for you so that you can go home and jerk your C words all day long while you live in your mother's basement. Go F yourselves. Well, child, talk about a read. But my thing with Doja is, you know, what kind of attention do you think you're going to attract when you out here doing weird, sporadic shit? Like, I mean, you are at the level of fame that you are at, and you think people ain't going to, you know, say some shit. Like, the thing is, she recognizes how big she is, but she doesn't really want to conform to the norms of Hollywood, or should I say Hollyweird. On top of all that, she's in a sucky deal. So I think she's just experiencing some dissonance, and she just needs to stay off the social media for a while until she's ready for her next album, her next era, because right now she's all over the mess, and, you know, people think she done flew the cuckoo's nest. But, you know, let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, the last topic I want to talk about real quick is Cardi B and the Queen Nicki Minaj seemingly subbing one another today on Twitter, according to fans. So as y'all know, Super Freaky Girl, which is that girl, okay, is breaking many records when it comes to digital sales. For instance, it earned the biggest debut for a solo female rap song in Spotify history. It's the longest running #1 song on iTunes, and it was the first solo female rap song to reach #1 on iTunes, that is on worldwide iTunes, not US iTunes. So Super Freaky Girl is that girl, and of course Nicki Minaj is proud of the success of her song, so she took to Twitter to share her thoughts, and one of her tweets was pretty interesting because she said this: imagine telling the Barbs to go stream and then they break a whole Spotify record, child. LMFAO, highest first day streams for a female rap song in history, or something like that. I want to first thank God, Papa, my glam team, my ... So this ruffled a few feathers, of course. Most specifically, this ruffled the feathers of Nicki Minaj's second fan base, although they have been telling the Barbs to go stream since Friday, and clearly Nicki wanted to let it be known that the Barbs have been doing what they need to be doing, so it's no need to tell the Barbs to go stream. Now, many Cardi fans was claiming that Nicki was responding to a tweet Cardi made yesterday when she addressed the Bella Poarch situation, so if you want the tea on that, then you can go check out my last video. Anyways, one of the tweets Cardi made yesterday was when she told a hater to go stream when a Twitter user said she has kids to worry about instead of worried about what people are saying about her on Twitter. And because Nicki said, imagine telling the Barbs to go stream, Cardi fans were saying Nicki was shading Cardi and responding back to the tweet from yesterday. And then they started to, you know, get that lame hashtag going again, no Cardi, no clout, which is the same thing Cardi had tweeted yesterday when she addressed the whole Bella Poarch situation. So it seemed as if at least, yesterday it seemed anyway, that at least that, you know, Bella was using Cardi's name, or Bella's team was using Cardi's name for clout to sell her new EP. So now her fans are on Twitter in a chokehold calling Nicki bitter and saying that she's in, you know, her WAP era and trying to copy WAP's rollout. So I guess we just gonna act like Anaconda don't exist, okay? Now my thing is this: I don't think Nicki was shading Cardi per se, because it was pretty clear when Nicki was telling that fan yesterday to go stream that she was clearly talking about Bella Poarch's new EP. I believe Nicki was referring to Cardi's fan base, because they've been on the Barb's ass since Friday telling us to go stream, which is really Nicki's second fan base, because who have been telling the Barbs to go stream since Friday? I'm telling you, like go look on Twitter. They want Super Freaky Girl to flop so badly when it's clearly thriving. So the fact that Nicki got them this press is just all the more proof that Cardi's fan base loves to attach Cardi to Nicki Minaj, and this is why Cardi calls them dumbasses. Now, Cardi was letting her fans gas her on Twitter today, because as usual, she was fueled by them into thinking that Nicki was really shading her. So she got to throwing shots on Twitter. So Cardi said this: the DMs I be having, LMAO, people be forgetting. And, you know, fans think she's talking about JT because JT was being all friendly with Nicki Minaj and Nicki's mentions while all this was happening. And we all know the City Girls was Team Cardi back in 2018, so she probably does have some DMs of JT talking shit. So Cardi then went on to say, this week just proves what we've been saying for years. I'm part of people's marketing plan. I refuse to help if I don't get paid. Which really don't make sense to me because, Miss Girl, you just had a record come out with 2 big artists and it's not really doing anything on the charts, baby, okay? Yet here you are on Twitter acknowledging this situation, yet you're not going to acknowledge it if you don't get paid. It's not making sense to me. So Cardi then retweeted a tweet that said this. Because why every time someone tries to sell something, they try to start with you? Rappers, TikTokers, wrestlers, politicians, LMAO, make them pay up. And Cardi also retweeted a video of a tweet where the song said, I feel like somebody's watching me, as if, you know, to allude to the idea that Nicki Minaj is watching her, which I find very comical. So let me know your thoughts on all of that. Me personally, I feel like Nicki is the standard, and it's only natural for Cardi and her fans to want to attach themselves to Nicki Minaj and her fans, because the bulk of Cardi's career and fan base was built off of her beef with Nicki Minaj. So, like, you know, let's just keep it all the way 100, because we all know that, you know, Nicki Minaj's name brings clout and press and the chokehold it has on her haters. But I personally feel like the water is boiling and things are going to come to a head soon, and shots are going to continue to be thrown at music and on social media until some shit pops off. And 95% of this is due to delusional fans who, instead of focusing on their fave and picking hot shit up and falling off the charts after a month, choose to worry about another female rapper in her fan base. But I mean, Cardi just had 2 big artists on her record, like I said, and it's not really no shade, but it's not making no noise, and it's not performing how her past records have performed. And I personally feel like she knows that her hype isn't what it used to be, which is why her and her label have been stalling this release for her sophomore album. I mean, that's just my opinion, because Doja Cat released her 3rd album last year. Megan released her 2nd or 3rd album, if you count Something for the Thotties. Doechii released countless projects. Rico Nasty has released multiple projects. Lotto has released multiple projects. Even Flo Milli, the City Girls, have even released multiple projects. So what is really Cardi's excuse when she has had more traction than all of them? So you guys let me know your thoughts on that. So remember, this is my commentary, my opinion. You can let me know yours below. I look forward to reading them. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And lounge with your girl on Instagram and Twitter at Southern T. That's Southern T and 2 A's at the end, okay? So I will see you in the next video, fam.